Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be packing my hospital bag for baby number 2. If you haven't seen Pack My Hospital Bag with me for baby number 1, I will leave that linked up in the cards and down in the description. But I will say, after having him and after obviously being in hospital, I have packed very different things this time round and a lot less this time round. I feel like once you've had your first baby you kind of know what to expect and what to bring, and last time round I had 2 hospital bags. I had one for me and one for baby, and this time round I'm just bringing the suitcase that I brought on my first one. Now I will sit here and say you can buy the most aesthetic beautiful hospital bags, and I was going to even on my first, but then I just thought what a waste of money. So we're going to be packing just one big suitcase. I am hoping to have a natural delivery this time around. If you don't know, I was induced and then ended up in a C-section last time around, which I wasn't expecting, and I didn't pack for a C-section last time. And while I haven't packed for a C-section this time, because again I'm hoping to have a natural delivery this time around, I'm hoping for a VBAC, I do have certain changes in my hospital bag that I probably would have made that gives me the option to be in a lot more comfort if I end up in a C-section again. But yes, if you'd like to see what is in mine and baby's hospital bag, then please keep watching. Okay, so like I said, this time round we are going in with just a suitcase, and to be honest, for me I find just a suitcase is perfect. I know on my last one, because I had a C-section, Joseph was constantly bringing me in stuff every single day, just like random bits I'd need. It was usually food, because when you give birth you are so hungry afterwards. But I feel like second time round I know what I'm getting myself into. I know what I liked to have, I know what I didn't like to have, I know what I wanted to pack, I know what I didn't want to pack. So we're gonna start off. I have a little pouch here at the front, and the first thing that I've packed is a long charger. Now this is essential. I will say, no matter if you have a natural birth or whether you end up in a C-section, the hospital beds and where their charging ports are so far away from each other, because obviously they need them to be at a height that the hospital staff can get to. So I have packed a long charger because this saved me last time. And then the other thing that I packed in here is a fan. Now I didn't actually use this in my hospital the last time, both in labor and after, but in saying that, it was winter when I gave birth, whereas this time around it's going to be summer, and I feel like the rooms are going to be even hotter this time. So I brought this just in case anyways. I fully charged it. It is fully charged and I can just charge it with this if I need to be in the hospital. But yeah, these are great. These are from Amazon. I will leave these a link down below. They are unbelievable. The power on them, there's so many different settings. They're just really good, and they come with a stand as well so you can prop it up. But yeah, I would highly recommend investing in a fan. Then we're moving into the actual suitcase. I'm gonna lay this down. You're not gonna be able to see what's in it, but I will give you an overview after I've talked through everything of what is in the bag. So in one side of the bag, in like, you know, the zip part that you can put like random things, I have all of baby's bits, and on the other side of all of my bits. So I'll go through my bits first. So the first thing that I have is just my going home outfit. I just have a tracksuit with me now. I know I just said that I'm giving birth in summer, so a tracksuit probably isn't the best option, but it's the comfiest. It's oversized. I know on Oliver I wore a tracksuit and it was the best thing ever. When you have a pregnant belly you will understand that it's quite hard, you know there's something in there, and afterwards once you give birth everything kind of feels like it's just flopping around the place. So I wanted something that was not tight on me. I wanted something very loose, very oversized, something kind of hides my belly, but I also wanted something that still had a bit of like protection and holding myself in. So I went in a tracksuit. This is just Sisters and Seekers one. Honestly, whatever you feel comfortable in coming home and bring, because it's your hospital experience. Next, I would highly recommend sorting your bag out into little Ziploc bags. These I just got off Amazon. I think I got like a pack 30 for like maybe like $5, and then I just wrote on them. So this one says pajamas and night dress. Now the reason that I have both pajamas and a night dress is because, like I said, on Oliver I had a C-section, and with a C-section it is very hard to like bend over and basically do anything below your stomach. So I found it very, very difficult when I was in the hospital on my own trying to get on the bottoms of my pajama bottoms. Even though they were super loose, I still had to like, I struggled a lot to like bend over to get my foot into the bottom of it. It was a lot, and I actually think that's what caused me a lot of pain, was just the amount of pressure I was putting on my stomach. And I wish I had gotten a nightdress. So I have a nightdress in here. I got both the nightdress and the pajamas from Penny's, Primark, whichever you want to call it. This is just it. It's just an oversized one. I think this one actually is a maternity one. Now, is it the nicest pattern, colouring, anything like that? Absolutely not, but it'll do. So it just looks like this. It's just black with white polka dots. You want to go for colours that are quite dark, especially because even after you have a C-section, you'll obviously be bleeding and stuff like that. But yeah, I got the nightdress just in case, like I said, I end up in a C-section, because it just means I can wrap it around me and button it up without having to bend down to put on like trousers and stuff like that. And this one's super soft. I got mine, I think I got mine in quite a large size. Oh no, I didn't. I got it in 10 to 12, but because it's maternity, I think it obviously has a bit more room anyways. And it's perfect for breastfeeding as well because it has buttons. So yeah, I'd highly recommend the nightdress just in case, as I said, you can end up in a C-section. It really is a just in case. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my god, I'm prepping for a C-section. I don't want it. Like, it's just as a just in case, because last time round I had a strong birth plan that it was going to be vaginal. I wasn't even thinking about induction. I wasn't even thinking about a C-section, and I ended up both in induction and having an emergency C-section. So I'd rather just be prepared this time around because I feel a lot better about it myself. So yeah, a nightdress is essential. And then just because I like to have the option of something else, especially if that one just starts to get a bit manky, if I do end up staying in for longer than like I would like, I have pajamas. Again, these are just from Penny's. So we have got the, I think these are called like the boyfriend pajamas from Primark. I just have the navy pair. So yeah, and I have them in, I think, again, a 10 to 12. Yeah, a 10 to 12. So and then these are just long bottoms. Hospitals do get quite warm, so if you are someone who gets quite hot, I would suggest maybe going for like a short style one or like a short sleeve style one. These are all long sleeved, as you can see, and I know in Oliver I actually did end up having, I brought a satin pair of short sleeved pajamas, and they were great in the hospital because it gets quite warm. You're not going to be cold in the hospital, let me tell you that. So I have two options there, one out of choice, two out of comfort, and three just in case one gets dirty. I do want to just say, as I'm like packing these back up, this might seem like a lot still to some people as a second time mum. I know some people who have been quite lucky to have like 2 or 3 kids who already know that they're more than likely going to end up in a vaginal delivery and they'll be out within 12 hours, that they usually literally just pick an outfit for them, an outfit for the baby, maybe like a hairbrush or something, and then that's it, and they'll shove it into like a small little backpack. But for me, because I know how my last one ended up, I don't want Joseph having to come and bring me like a load of different ones. So yeah, next to go with my going home outfit is socks. They just weren't with them together. So the next thing that I have is flip-flops. For me personally, flip-flops are absolutely essential when you are going to give birth. First of all, when you have a shower after you give birth, the floors of the hospital are absolutely disgusting. They are honestly the most mankiest things you'll ever see. You do not want to go in there barefoot. You will end up with disease. So I just picked these ones up from Penny/Primark again. They were literally like €1, I think, but they're just handy to have. You can just slip them on when you're going to the bathroom, when you're, like I said, having a shower, and you can shower in them, and then once you get back into like your little room or whatever, they'll dry off very, very soon, so you're good to go. So I got these. The next thing that I have is another pack. So this is mum's underwear, bra and socks. So in here, literally as it says, I have a maternity bra. These I think I got from, I think I got these from H&M. They're just maternity bras. Let me just double check where I got them from. Yeah, they're H&M. So they have like little clips here that you can clip off to get the bra down, and it also has like little padding and stuff like that. So I do feel like I do have support in it. So I just have one block of those. Then I have got loads of underwear. This is actually the period underwear from Primark/Penny's. This I just thought was such a good idea because it's made for periods. So like obviously there's extra protection in there. They're like padded down here, I don't know how else to explain it, they have like extra thick padding. They're high-waisted, they're briefs, because trust me, you are not going to be wanting to wear anything other than the biggest underwear ever after having a baby, whether it's a C-section or a vaginal birth. But also what I like about these is because they're high-waisted, they're going to go over my C-section scar that I already have, because again, that's what I found last time, is I bought just normal briefs and they were rubbing against my scar and it was very, very painful. So I made sure to get like really high-waisted ones. So I have a couple of pairs of those just in case, again, like if I leak on them or anything like that, at least I have an extra pair. And again, make sure you're bringing black. And then I also have a pair of fluffy socks. Now I didn't use these on Oliver's, and that was even in the depths of winter, but I like to have it just as a comfort, maybe just in case like my flip-flops are still wet, or you know, just anything like that. Now, as I've said before, as much as this is my minimal, and to some people it might be too much, this might also still be too minimal. You bring what you want and do all your research and watch as many videos as you want to see what other people bring. I know some people like to bring their own pillows from home. Personally, I was absolutely fine. My hospital had loads of pillows for me. Again, I don't know whether that was because I had a C-section, so I was on a mechanical bed, but they provided me with so many pillows, I literally didn't feel like I need one. I know some people bring their birthing balls. My hospital had birthing balls there. I know some people brought, what else? Oh, their pregnancy pillows. I've heard they're great, but I've never had one. I didn't have one when I was pregnant with Oliver, and I don't have one pregnant with this baby. But if that's something that you would like to bring with you, bring. The hospital has seen it all. They've seen from everything to nothing, do you know what I mean? So just bring what you are comfortable with. Okay, next I have this. Again, like I said, I'm hoping for a V-back. If I don't end up with one, I don't end up with one. I'm so much more relaxed this time around because I just want my baby here safely. But I have my Frida perineal bottle. If you've never seen one of these, essentially what it is if you end up having a vaginal birth afterwards, you want to wash down there, but because there's like stitches and it's really sore and swollen, you can't use like tissue. So what you do is you fill this up with warm water and you hold it like this and you just squirt the warm water onto your area and it cleans it for you. So I have this ready to go just in case, in the hopes that I have a vaginal birth. But like I said, I'm not planning for anything this time around because it didn't work for me last time. Then we have a dark towel. Now this is absolutely essential. Like, this is a non-negotiable. Please, 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 please bring a dark towel with you. This is great if you like I said, are having a shower after birth, which you more than likely are going to want to. Having a dark towel, it just basically means that it's going to hide all of the blood and hide all of the like nasties that could be coming out of your body. You don't want to look at it on your towel. Dark towel, always needed. Then of course these are open just because I wanted to see what these ones look like, because I didn't have these last time. I had, I think, just boots on. Maternity pads. You are going to need these after you give birth. As I said, whether you have a vaginal delivery or whether you have a C-section, you're going to bleed down there after for a couple of weeks. So I'm bringing one pack of these. This just has 10. As I said, I'm hoping for a vaginal delivery, so I'm only going to bring one pack with me, and then if needs be, Joseph can grab the other packs that I have for me and bring them in every day. But 10 should be enough, hopefully, even for like a 2-day stay. Hopefully, it depends on how much you're bleeding. But these ones are just the Lilette's maternity 10 maxi pads with wings. You want something with wings, just so it stays on your underwear, and it says perfect for 0 to 3 weeks post birth. So yeah, I have these. Then this is more so for labor, but also for after. I will also be bringing a snack bag with me, like a full Tesco bag full of snacks, because when I tell you, between labor and delivery I was starving, and afterwards, especially because like I said, I was in for a C-section, I really wanted just snacks constantly. I was constantly eating, I was constantly hungry because I was breastfeeding and stuff like that, but I was so thirsty. Thirst was the main thing that I personally had after birth. Like, I could not get enough water into me. But I'm bringing Lucozade Sport because apparently this is great if you aren't allowed to eat but you need a bit of energy. So I have 2 bottles of these, so they're in there as well. This is also going to be my labor bag. I know people bring a separate bag for labor, like a complete different one, but in my hospital they let you bring in your big suitcase with you when you're laboring and then just move it with you when you deliver. So that's why everything's in here, if anyone was wondering. Then I have like my little postpartum kit. So in here I have breast pads, because obviously my boobs will be leaking once my milk comes in, which it has already started to come in. Not my milk, my colostrum. I also have, again in the hopes of vaginal delivery, I also have the spritz for bits. This is my expert midwife. After you give birth down there, it's very interrupted, and this basically numbs you and basically helps soothe down there. It has like witch hazel in it, tea tree, lavender. It's great for down there to make sure that you are in as much comfort as possible. And then to go with that, for down there, I also have the Freedom Mom Paranal Witch Hazel pad liners. Basically it's a cooling, refreshing, calming feeling with witch hazel. There's 24 in them. You pop them in your underwear and it provides a cooling feeling down there, again just to help with like swelling and stuff like that. So I like to kind of keep all like my little mom down there booby bits in there. Then we have this is just my little cosmetic case. This I found so helpful when I was in the hospital. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you don't want to do your makeup, you're not going to want to do this, you're not going to want to do that. When I tell you, I loved my shower every single day when I was staying in hospital. I thrived on it every single morning. Wake up, make sure Oliver was fed and everything like that, and then I'd go have my shower. So in here I have like all my cosmetic essentials. So the first thing that I have is my lanolin nipple cream. If you are breastfeeding, you are gonna 100% want this. This has saved my nipples more times than not. It is great before and after breastfeeding, and because your nipples do get quite dry and quite cracked, and it's also great as a lip balm as well, just to let you know. But yeah, I have a little tube of this. Then I have, this is actually for labor, this is my birthing comb. Funny story actually, when I was pregnant with Oliver, I was telling Joseph about all the natural ways to give birth, because I didn't want to have any pain relief when I was giving birth. I was like, I just want natural ways like breathing, hypnobirthing. And I was telling Joseph about this comb and he was like, you're not betting a fucking comb. He was like, no way, like this is ridiculous. Guess what helped me get through that labor naturally? A bottle cap, because Joseph was like, you're not bringing a comb in. Why did I listen to him? I don't know. So this time around I said, you, and I bought myself the birthing comb. So this is kind of like, it's basically one that you can use that's like no splinters, not going to break, that type of thing. So I have that. Then I have a face cloth. This is just to obviously wipe my face and everything like this, because yeah, sometimes I just like to have a face cloth instead of just washing my face, just splashing it. So I have that. Claw clip, absolutely essential. Like I said, the maternity wards get very, very warm, so I have that. I have a travel toothbrush because I don't want to be bringing mine into the hospital, and it means I can throw it out because hospitals are gross. I can't get this out, but this is just a little travel toothbrush. I got all this from Superdrug. Then we have, again, you're probably gonna think, Leah, why are you bringing this into hospital? But this is just a Palmer's cocoa butter body lotion. Like I said, I thrived off my showers every single day. I just felt so clean, so fresh, and it made me feel a bit more, I don't know, it just made me feel a bit more better about myself when I had like my everything shower every single day. So I have body lotion. Then to go with that, I also have the Sonic's body shower gel. Again, these are just little minis. I completely forgot to pack that last time and I ended up having to get mom to go get me some. Then we've just got some Colgate Max White toothpaste, just some roll-on deodorant. You do not want to be bringing any sprays into the hospital. There's babies around, newborns around, you are newborn, you just don't need them fumes, so try and get yourself roll-ons. Then we've got a little Laneige lip sleeping mask. Your lips will get so incredibly dry during labor and delivery. Please make sure that you have these. Even on the wards after, my lips were so dry, so please make sure you have a lip balm with you. Then I've just got a mini face wash. Yeah, just a mini face wash. And then I have my face cream in here, and I will be packing my eye cream and my eye serum, but I couldn't decant them. They're in like tubes and stuff like that, so I just will bring them on the day. But this is my face cream. And then I just have bobbins as well, because claw clip might not be enough. So yeah, like I said, this might be too much for someone, might not be enough. You bring what you're comfortable with. If you want to bring a full face of makeup with you, you bring a full face of makeup with you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So now we're moving on to the baby bits. This is kind of in the main section of my suitcase anyways, but a packet of water wipes. I personally, when Oliver was a newborn, only used water wipes because it literally is just water in a wipe. As a newborn, my preference is water wipes with them, so I'm just bringing one pack. I know a lot of people say your hospital will have all these, don't bother packing them, blah 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 blah, but first of all, my hospital, I think the only thing they provided was formula and maybe, I think nappy bags maybe, but as well as that, I know I've heard a lot of midwives say lately that their hospitals are short on a lot of things, and I would never want to put pressure on the hospital to provide them things for me. Maybe ring up your hospital and just ask them, look, do you provide these, just so you have an idea going in whether you need to bring these things or not. But for me, my hospital didn't provide these, so that's why I am bringing them, and this is also all on the checklist that my hospital provides on their website, so just check your hospital's website as well. I also have newborn nappies. These are just the Fred and Flow newborn nappies. Oliver never had a problem with these, so that is why we are bringing these. And then lastly, I know I was just talking about breastfeeding, but hear me out. This is the Hip Organic Formula First Infant Milk from Birth Starter Kit. It's basically a box of pre-made formula bottles and teeth. And the reason we are bringing this is because when I was pregnant with Oliver, I was planning on exclusively breastfeeding him, and when I got to the hospital and when I gave birth and he was latching very well, but he just would stop sucking after a couple of minutes because, TMI, I have like flat nipples. They're not like completely flat, like they're not inverted, but they're just very flat. Like they need quite a bit of, this is so gross, they need quite a bit of stimulation to perk up, and Oliver just was too impatient to wait for that. So I ended up having to do combi feeding in the hospital. So I would hand express my colostrum into a syringe, we'd feed him that, and then he'd get a top up of formula if needed. But the ones that they used in the hospital were Aptamil, and while it worked for him, it was too harsh on his stomach when he was going from breast milk then to the Aptamil. And I was doing a lot of research into breastfeeding and into like what formula is very close to breastfeeding, and the best ones was Hip Organic. So this time around, if this happens again where for some reason baby won't latch or baby won't suckle, or just for some reason I can't or don't want to breastfeed, we have the Hip Organic because that is the closest to breast milk apparently. Obviously do your own research. Aptamil works for some babies. There's a load of formula out there, just make sure you do your research. But for me, I'm just personally going to be putting this baby on Hip Organic if it is the case that they don't breastfeed. But yeah, I just have a packet of them with me. Now onto this baby's side. Sorry, I'll also be packing my like little Stanley cup. It's actually in the other room there and I just can't be bothered to go get it. Please, 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 please bring a water bottle with you. You will be so thirsty. You won't even realize it. You are going to be so thirsty, it's actually beyond a joke, especially if you're breastfeeding, like I said. So please bring a water bottle with you. Last time I brought one of the like you know where you press the button and it flips up, I brought that. This time around I'm gonna bring my Stanley cup just because it keeps water cold, and like I said, the hospitals are quite warm. So yeah, please bring a water bottle with you. Mine's just out because I use it literally every single day. Okay, on to baby. The first thing that I am bringing is a little comforter. Now there's a story behind this, behind a lot of the stuff that we've packed for this baby. Basically, when I was pregnant with Oliver, I knew he was a boy. I absolutely knew he was a boy before we found out. He was a boy. I was right. I had already bought some blue things before even finding out, which was very risky of me, but I just knew he was a boy. This time round with this baby, obviously we're not finding out, but yellow has been everywhere in my pregnancy, like absolutely everywhere. And then when I was shopping about for this baby to get some like newborn bits, because a lot of Oliver's stuff is obviously blue, and if this baby is a girl, I wanted to like just have some like newer things, some like neutrals, whatever. I saw this comforter when I was out and about and I was gonna pick it up and then I never did. Anyways, a couple of weeks coming by, Joseph's cousin and his auntie comes over and they had left some gifts for us with Joseph's mum, and then we went over to Joseph's mum's house and she gave us some. We got home, we started opening them, and this exact comforter that I have been looking at for this baby was in it, which honestly just meant like it was like a sign for me. Because if you don't know, Oliver has we call him Binky. I know a lot of people call Dodie's Binkies, but we call his little comforter Binky, and his Binky is one from the White Company, and it's a little grey bear with a blue one of these, and he got that off of Nicole, his godmother, and then he also got another one of the exact same one. So I feel like these have just fallen into our baby's hands. But anyways, so I have this with us. Obviously I won't be giving it to the baby, obviously nothing will be in the cup, but it's just for photos and stuff like that. And yeah, I've been having it with me, so it has my smell on it as well. Then the next thing that we have is first outfit. So in here I have a short sleeve bodysuit. I'm not going to take them out because they was such a faff to get in. A short sleeve bodysuit, a sleep suit, and a nappy. And the reason I have the short sleeve bodysuit and the nappy in here is because when they're born and after you do skin to skin, sorry I just got kicked in the ribs there, and when you do skin to skin, they bring you into kind of like where you're going to be staying for however long after, they always want you to just be able to hand them everything. I just automatically have the nappy, the bodysuit, and the sleep suit all packed in one and labeled first outfit, because usually you'll be in the like trolley, or not the trolley, what's it called, the bed, so Joseph can just grab it because it literally says first outfit, happy. Then I have just extra bodysuits. These are just in case spit up, explosions, anything like that. Just plain white short sleeve bodysuits. Again, like I said, this baby's being born in summer compared to Oliver, so I have short sleeve ones, and the maternity wards are so warm as well for the babies, so I packed just short sleeve bodysuits. Then we have a baby's going home outfit. This again just has a sleep suit, it has a bodysuit, and it also has a little hat, because I know when they're leaving the hospital they need to be seen in a hat, so I have that. And then I, again, like I said, I just have extra sleep suits just in case baby needs it. If we need more, Joseph can go out and get it, but there's like 2 sleep suits in here. And then the very final thing that is in my hospital bag is just muslin cloths. You cannot have enough muslin cloths when it comes to having a baby. As you can see, yellow, like I said, is the theme. A lot of this baby's outfits are yellow. But yeah, I have some muslins because muslins are always needed when having a baby. But guys, that is everything I packed in my hospital bag for both myself and this baby. I packed it a little bit earlier this time around purely because I have a feeling this baby's gonna come early. Even if it's a week early, even if it's a couple of days early, I just have a feeling. So I wanted to have this packed and ready to go, which I think I have achieved. I'm just gonna give you a little overview now of what this actually looks like in the suitcase. And like I said, I feel like a lot of people will say this is too much, a lot of people will say this is not enough, whereas for me it's like the perfect amount compared to last time round. And last time round as well, as soon as I was finished in the hospital, I actually made a notes list on my notes app when I got out of the hospital to write down exactly what I actually used, because it is very easy to forget. Like, I have forgotten what I actually used in the hospital. So yeah, I have all this plus my water bottle coming with me. But yeah, so this is what the hospital bag looks like. So all my bits are in here. If I just move my going home outfit, and this is what it looks like. Everything is packed in nice and tight in there. And then this is the section for the baby. So I've got everything that they will possibly need in there. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching me pack mine and baby's hospital bag, and enjoyed seeing what is in our hospital bag second time round. If you think there is absolutely anything that I've missed in my hospital bag, please let me know down below, and I will definitely add it to my hospital bag. And also, please let me know when you are due and if you've packed your hospital bag yet as well. But yeah guys, make sure you subscribe and give this video a like before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.